If you're new here, my name is Heather. Welcome to my channel. Just thought I'd jump on here and show you guys a few easy reach spring summer scent that you can just throw on and go. One of the first scents that I find that is a very easy reach for me comes from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian is Apom, which is also known as A Piece of Me. I love this scent. It's one of those scents that you can just, of course, throw on and go, but it's a nice floral scent that I actually gravitate to. It's a good office scent. It's also good for just day-to-day use. It can actually be signature scent worthy as well. I have the little 1.2 fluid ounces to 30 ml because when I went to my local Neiman Marcus here in King of Prussia, they didn't have any more of the 2.4 ounces. And I kind of just order it from off the website and have to wait for it since I actually came in and I had the opportunity to smell it while I was there. And the essay there gave me a sample of it. And I was like, oh, this is really good. So I walked around the mall for a bit, came back, and I went to do something with my purse. I don't know. I think I was trying to get like maybe my debit card or something out of my purse. And he had given me a card that had explained what a piece of me, but apparently it's a part of me. But it gave a bit of literature on what it was for the fragrance. And I kept smelling it. So I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. And my son that I was with at the time, he smelled it as well. And he was like, oh my God, this smells good. And I was like, really? And I was like, you can still smell it too, right? But it just lingered. And I was like, you know, this to me is giving like clean vibes, but it's also a nice floral scent. So some of the notes here are ylang ylang, musk, vanilla, orange blossom, cedarwood, lavender, and labdanum. And you definitely get the yellow florals, which is the ylang ylang and vanilla on the dry down. That's what I get. And I love this. So I'm probably going to pick up the big boy, the 6.8 ounce of this, because I love it so much. I already have a dent. You can see the dent already. I work in law enforcement, so I like to smell good, but I like to smell me. I like to smell clean. I like it. But again, that is Maison Francis Kurkdjian Apom, which is a part of me, but I say a piece of me because I think a piece of me. I don't know why I renamed it, but I tend to rename things sometimes. The next one up that I have here is Gentle Fluidity Gold. You know what? I love this fragrance here. It's a nice juniper berry vanilla scent. So here's my dilemma that I've had with this. Not saying that it was challenging, but when I first got this, everybody else's juice was so dark. Okay. And here I am trying to figure out why my juice, as you can see it, is a pinkish color. Everybody has the dark, deep vanilla that has maturated over time. However, the crazy part is I know the longer it sits, the sweeter it gets. This has gotten really, really sweeter, but my juice has not gotten any darker. And then when I went into Neiman's, again, that's like my go-to for almost everything. When I went into Neiman's, the color of the juice was like gold. I was like, huh, what batch is that? And I'm noticing that, I don't know if it's the new batches. I don't think anything has been reformulated or anything like that. But what I do know is that all of them, for some odd reason, the smell, the scent, the profile is still the same. Nothing has been reformulated from what I've read. It's just that every other batch comes out with either a gold, this pinkish color, or the deep plum color that you get from here. It hasn't turned to that nice, deep, maturated color. You know, the vanilla can sit at the top of the fragrance. Because when I first got this, like I said, it was challenging for me because everybody kept telling me, oh, this is a good vanilla. And I was like, vanilla where? I'm not getting vanilla. All I kept getting was the juniper berry, and I could not understand that. And I thought something was wrong. But everybody was like, no, just let it sit, give it some time. It'll go on ahead and it'll flourish and blossom into the vanilla. So the notes here are vanilla, juniper berry, musk, woody notes, nutmeg, and coriander. This smells so good. But this is another easy reach. You can just throw it on. This is signature scent worthy. And you can just go on about your day or your daily activities or wherever, office, whatever it is. And I love this for this scent. I'm getting the vanilla now that it has sat. You see my dent. I haven't gotten the 6.8 ounce. However, I do have a backup bottle. So one thing I will say, this house does fragrances really well. I do have samples of Kirky. Have 2 samples my essay gave me about a couple weeks ago. I haven't worn them yet. I had sprayed on a little blotter just trying to see. I am not a skin scent person. And the first thing he told me when I went in there, he was like, look, he said, I'm telling you now, you may or you may not like it. However, take a couple of samples, go home, do a wear test of it, and see how it develops on your skin. You know, maybe it's going to develop a little bit more in the heat. I have yet to get around to doing that, so I definitely will and see how that works out for me. And of course, I'll come back on here and let you guys know. Anyway, back to Gentle Fluidity Gold. I get nutmeg in here. I also get juniper berry, but I am starting to get the vanilla. So that made me wonder whether or not this was like your late fall, maybe early winter-ish scent because of the nutmeg in it. However, this is an all year round scent, in my opinion. You can wear this whenever you want to, however you want to wear it. Whoever wants to wear it, anybody can wear it. However, I like the silver. It's a little bit masculine. I've mixed them two together to see if they will blend very well, and they do. Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is Gentle Fluidity Gold. And I am going to get a bigger bottle of this. I'm definitely going to go ahead and get the 6.8 ounce of this because I actually do enjoy this. The next thing I'm going to talk about is Can't Stop Loving You by Kilian. This to me also is another easy reach scent for spring, summer. Can't Stop Loving You by Kilian. So Kilian to me is hit or miss. Certain fragrances don't last as long as I would like them to. Now I do get a good wear out of a few of his fragrances. If I'm getting at least 5-6 hours out of a fragrance, I'm okay. However, because I work in a prison, I love for my fragrances to last from the moment I get up till the time I come home. I go to work at around 7:30-ish. I don't get off till maybe like 4, depending on how the day went. But I would love for my fragrances to actually last. And this one actually lasts on me. So the notes here are orange blossom, bourbon vanilla, honey, frankincense, oak moss, and paradisium. Ironically, I had to look up what paradisium is. This is a molecule note reminiscent of jasmine. This is a molecule note, but it actually lasts long. And I love oak moss in certain scents. Oak moss is a really good note. I do enjoy oak moss in some of my Chloe scents that I have down there. I have Nomad, and of course I have like 2 or 3 of the other flankers of it as well. I do realize that Chloe is one of those houses that actually lasts as long as well. This is Can't Stop Loving You, but I will say in the dead of heat, I think is a little bit overpowering because of the honey note. This is more of an easy reach for spring. Yes, signature scent, I wouldn't recommend this one. That's just my opinion. One of the other scents that I have is Prada Paradox. Ironically, I've had this bottle for a year now, maybe 2 years. It's still fresh scent. I love it. This is an everyday scent for me. Of course, signature scent worthy. One thing I do love about Prada, well, Prada Paradox and Prada Intense, I did just recently get my nose on, what is it, Solar Fleur? I gotta look it up. I just got my nose on the Virtual Flower. I actually like it. However, the dry down is of course the DNA for Prada Paradox. So this is a very good easy reach, everyday signature scent worthy. Now, will it get sweeter over time? That's the caveat to me with this. I need to make sure that I'm not too sickly sweet in the dead of heat in the summer. Like today was about maybe 75 degrees. Yesterday was like 85 out of nowhere. We're dealing with this bipolar weather. The notes here is jasmine, neroli, orange blossom, bourbon vanilla, pear, bergamot, tangerine, benzoin, and ambroxide. Now, we already know ambroxan makes something last forever. Prada Paradox is one of the ones that lasts and lingers forever. I love it. Now, the Intense, I'm not sure if once I'm done with this one, if I am ever done with this one, if I just prefer the Intense. I had a travel spray of that one. I actually love that one. I both of them, but I think I prefer the Intense version better. This one is Dama Bianca, okay, by Xerjoff. Now, when I wore this one, I had training for FBI leader a week ago, and I wore this. I gave this a full day's wear for like 2 days, and I like this. I was not sure if I was going to actually like it because everybody wants to tell you, oh, get this. And I'm like, but you can't always get what everybody says because their opinion is their opinion and their nose is their nose. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm going to try it out because I'm a huge fan of Xerjoff. Xerjoff has never failed me yet. I have a nice little collection up here and the scents actually linger. Scent trail is really, really good. Right? This was a blind buy for me because I had never smelled this. Every time I went to the Neiman Marcus, this bottle was empty. And I was like, okay, that must be telling me something. Every time I go to smell something, it's empty. And I can't get one of the essays to either give me a decant or something like that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just take the plunge and I'm going to go ahead and see how this works. So this actually worked out really well for me. But good scent trail. All the ones that I'm talking about are long lasting. They have scent trails. and everything. So some of the notes here are violet, vanilla, kumquat, lime, musk, jasmine, lily of the valley, lilac again. I'm sorry, lilac, and sandalwood and cedarwood. Guys, this is a really good, I'm going to say fruity vanilla. You get vanilla right off the top. However, I get more of the kumquat first. I get the musk, then I get the vanilla, even though vanilla is the top note. But what stays on my skin the longest is the vanilla and the kumquat. So I'm going to say fruity vanilla. This is an easy reach spring summer scent. Could be worn all year round. I believe so because it's signature scent worthy. That's my opinion. But these are a few of my little bit gems here. So if you guys are interested in what else I have to say, get to know me and my life, or want to smell good with me, I would say like, comment, and stay tuned for more. Thank you guys. Have a blessed and wonderful day.